Hello there, fellow Pips. If you're new here, hello. Our video has been brought to you by the dedication of our editors, and we are grateful for your support. Your love and support keeps us going and helps us bring new videos for you, just like this one. A small disclaimer, this content is for educational purposes only, and it is not meant to diagnose or treat or replace any medical advice. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
You know that feeling when the room gets too quiet and something in you immediately reaches for a sound? Maybe it's a video playing in the background while you cook, a podcast running while you clean, music filling the silence, even when you're not really listening. It's not about entertainment, it's just easier that way. And if the sound stops, if everything goes still for a moment, you notice it right away. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a subtle discomfort, like something's missing. Most people don't think much of this, or if they do, they tend to label it quickly. They'll say things like you have a short attention span, or that you're addicted to stimulation, or that you just don't know how to sit with yourself. But that interpretation is incomplete, because for some people, this isn't a habit, it's a pattern. And patterns usually come from somewhere deeper. There's a certain kind of person who constantly needs background noise, not because they're distracted, but because silence feels different to them than it does to others. And that difference is rarely talked about in a meaningful way. There's more going on here than people realize. From a psychological perspective, the brain isn't just processing sound, it's regulating itself through it. Your nervous system is always trying to find a state that feels manageable. Not perfect, not calm in some ideal sense, just stable enough. And for some people, silence doesn't feel neutral. It feels exposed. Research in neuroscience shows that when external stimulation drops, the brain often turns inward. Activity increases in something called the default mode network, the part of the brain associated with self-reflection, memory, and internal dialogue. For some, that's peaceful. For others, it's where the noise actually begins. Thoughts get louder, memories become more vivid, small worries expand into something harder to ignore. So the brain adapts. Instead of letting all of that surface at once, it introduces a gentle layer of external sound, something predictable, something steady, just enough to soften the intensity of what's happening inside. Not to avoid it completely, just to take the edge off. And over time, this becomes automatic. You don't consciously decide to play something, you just do. Because your system has learned that background noise creates a kind of emotional buffer. This doesn't come out of nowhere. It often traces back to environments where stillness didn't feel entirely safe. Silence may have meant unpredictability, unspoken tension, or being left alone with thoughts you didn't yet know how to process. Or maybe your mind has always been active, quick to notice, analyze, imagine. In those moments, sound becomes a grounding point, gently holding your attention so it doesn't spiral too far inward. Over time, your brain begins to associate sound with safety. Quietly, consistently, it becomes a habit, and eventually, silence feels less like rest and more like exposure. But needing background noise isn't a flaw. It's not better or worse than enjoying silence. Different nervous systems regulate in different ways. Still, there's a subtle trade-off. The same thing that protects you can also limit you. With constant noise, parts of your inner world don't fully surface. Feelings, thoughts, clarity. Some only appear in stillness. At the same time, this is a strength. You've found a way to stay balanced, to stay engaged. This isn't random. It's your mind trying to keep you steady. And once you see that, something shifts. So, are you team silent or noise? Drop your answer in the comment section below. If you found this video relatable, then please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the new videos. See you soon.